Hi, Inga here. Happy Easter, everybody. Happy Spring Awakening. And today I'm going to show you how to make this delicious vegan fruit and nut Easter eggs for yourself. First of all, you need to melt your dark chocolate in bain-marie, which is basically a steam pot, and I'll put a glass bowl and I've got 3 bars of 100 gram of 70% dark chocolate in here. So just melting these fully. Now the chocolate has melted and I'm gonna add 1 tablespoon of almond butter here. I'm just gonna mix it so it's not oil from the top. So a tablespoon of almond butter will just make it a little bit softer, the chocolate, and also give that lovely nutty flavor, because we're going for fruit and nut vegan chocolate Easter eggs. So just mix that in well. So about 70-75% dark chocolate is probably the best, so it's not super sweet, but it's not too bitter either. There we go, that's mixed in. Now I've got some of the fillings here. So I've got some pecan nuts. You could also roast these for even deeper flavor, but I'm just going for them raw. If you were gonna roast them, probably roast them on about 170 degrees Celsius for about maybe 8 to 10 minutes. Just slightly bring out that kind of caramelly flavor. You could use either pecans or also walnuts. You could use cashews as well if you don't have pecans or walnuts. Also almond would work well here, since obviously we already got almond butter in here. Then I've got my apricots, so I want to slice them into small strips and into little squares. So this is like a handful of apricots I had. You can change up fruits. You could use mango perhaps if you've got some, or pears might work. Here I've got some cranberries, so sweetened cranberries. So I'm gonna just chop them a little bit finer here. I've also got raisins or sultanas. They can go in whole. And then the last bit I'm gonna put in is some crystallized ginger. So you need to just chop them into very, very small pieces. You don't want big chunks of crystallized ginger, just a tiny bits mixed among the whole lot, just for that extra bit of warmth and a slight kick. So this is optional. If you don't like or don't want or don't have ginger, you don't have to add it. So yeah, so now all we need to do is put it in the chocolate. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna just put them in the little bowl first to mix them up, so I don't get too many large chunks of the same thing next to each other. Just gonna mix them in the bowl first. So I'm gonna give these a good mix. So I've got here my silicone molds. So these are like kind of ostrich size egg type size silicone molds, Easter egg molds. And I'm gonna just pour a little bit into each one just at the bottom to slightly coat the very bottom. And if you wanted it to kind of set even quicker, you might want to keep this in a freezer for a few minutes first as well, so it sets, the shell sets a bit quicker. The reason why I'm pouring a bit of chocolate in the mold first, because I don't want my fruit kind of protruding out through the shell. So this way we'll make sure there's a bit of chocolate layer first before we add the fruit. So I'm just gonna spoon some fruit in. I might not even use all of it. You could use this for adding to your fruit bowls or granola or whatever. yeah, I just want a little bit of filling. I don't want to make too much, to make it too full there with the fruit and nuts. So about a couple of teaspoons I've been adding. Make sure that all of them have a bit of nuts in. There we go. And then we're gonna cover them with a bit more chocolate. We need to make sure we've got enough to cover all of them though. So these will not fully fill the egg mold, but it will just cover the fruit and nut here. So 3 bars are just about enough. You might want to go for 3.5 or 4 bars to have like a bigger layer of chocolate on the top. And then just gently distribute the chocolate so it covers all the fruit and nuts. You don't want any pieces showing. At the end you can just slightly tap it to level it out. And then this now gonna rest in the fridge for about a couple of hours until it sets. My Easter eggs have set, so let's see what we've got. I love, that's the most fun part, unboxing them or unmolding them, revealing the lovely patterns. And actually, so that I don't leave fingerprints, you can probably best do it with like a paper towel. Look at that, beautiful. So I'm gonna cut one in half. Let's see what we've got. So look at that. Beautiful center of nuts and dried fruit. And now the best bit, I've got half of my Easter egg and I'm gonna give it a go. Really nice and rich, and it's not too hard because that almond butter is helping for the chocolate to be easier to kind of bite into. Really good, guys. Different fruits give different flavor. I think next time I might add a little bit more of nuts because I want to find more nuts in there. But this is really, really good. Will be so delicious with a cup of tea. If you try these, let me know what you thought of these. I love hearing your comments and what other fruits you used and what other nuts you used. If you're new to the channel, welcome and subscribe for more videos. Give me a thumbs up if you like the video. And as always, remember, food is fuel, so be mindful of what you put in your body. Until next time.